Ariel Helwani.
We need some silence up in this piece.
Wow. You are fired up, my friend. You just kicked someone out of the media workouts.
Did I?
Yeah.
I did.
You know what they say about not being able to stand the heat, I believe it is.
No. I like it in the kitchen and I can stand the heat. No, I'm just trying to do my pads and stuff, and the guy's got no respect.
What do you say?
No, nothing. He was just, I don't even know. He annoyed my boxing coach more than anything. My boxing coach got a little upset, and I can see it in his eyes. He's Jason Perillo. He's a fiery type, and I'm just trying to get a workout in, and it was just disrupting the whole thing, because he was upsetting my boxing coach. So I'm like, all right, you gotta go. You gotta go. If you can't have respect, you're here. We're putting on a display for you guys. If you're not gonna respect it, then perhaps go sit outside with the naughty children.
And speaking of fiery types, you've been fired up about everyone except for your opponent on Saturday night, Brian Stann. Should we settle our differences here?
Or me and you?
Yeah, well, it
no,
just seems
I've got
like
nothing.
Every morning I wake up and there's Michael Bisping, who I thought.
No, I just have a little. No, we got a good friendship, Ariel. I believe you've let me pay for dinner a few times.
Wow,
so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You can.
What's your beef?
No, I have no beef. It's just, come on, the Chris Weidman love is getting a little over the top.
What are you talking about?
I know he's a New Yorker, you're a New Yorker.
Canadian, really.
But yeah, but whatever, you live in New York, When
have I outright rooted or shown a bias towards
it's just
Chris Weidman?
Chris Weidman. That's
Are you not feeling the love? Is that it? Are you a little
I
hurt?
couldn't give a damn about your love.
It seems like you're like a jilted lover here.
No, not at all. It's just, I just... playing around on Twitter, mate.
Okay.
I mean, come on. There's definitely. I think you have an erection for Chris Weidman.
Wow.
I do.
You went there.
I went there and I'm staying there. I do. That's why I tweeted it.
And you tweeted twice, by the way.
No, I said.
So
no,
it was on your mind.
You said, "Oh, I've got a big announcement."
Right.
And I said, "What is it?" Your engagement to Chris Weidman. Funny stuff,
you be
right
thinking
there.
about Brian Stann, training. You've got a lot going on. Why are you worried about me and Chris Weidman?
I'm not worried about you and Chris Weidman. No, I'm strictly nothing but love, Ariel. Okay. Come on. We're just having a bit of fun.
We're having a laugh, as they say in your country.
Having a laugh. Come on, get over it. No, listen, I'm focused on Brian Stann. Brian, listen, I like the guy. I like the guy a lot. Even just last night when I checked in the hotel, one of my team was chatting to him, so I ran over and made a joke about him being a traitor or whatever. And we shared a laugh and shook hands, wished him all the best. He's a good guy. And he's a hell of a fighter as well. So Saturday night's going to be tough. So all anybody wants to speak to me about is Anderson Silva and this and that and yada yada yada. But I'm not even thinking about that, to be honest. I answer the questions that the media ask because they ask them. But inside my head, I'm just thinking about Brian Stann. Because if I don't beat Brian Stann, it's pointless. It might as well be a million miles away. I might as well play soccer. If I don't beat Brian Stann, I ain't playing fighting Anderson anytime soon. So it's up against me. He fights hard. I'm sure he's had a good camp. He's coming to knock me out. I've prepared accordingly. I've had a fantastic camp. I'm in the best shape of my life. That sounds like a cliche. Everybody always says it, but it's true. And I'm better than I've ever been. My wrestling's better. My jiu-jitsu's far better. My boxing's better. I'm stronger, and I'm mentally better than ever. So if I don't beat him Saturday night, I've got no one to blame but myself.
When you look at his skill set and what he brings to the table, is there any part of his game that worries you?
Well, I think, his main weapon, if you will, is his punching power. He hits hard. He's basic, he uses the basics well. He throws a good right hand, a good left hook. He has a good leg kick. He doesn't mix it up. He's not overly technical, but he does the basics well, and basics win fights. And he has good punching power. He's taken a few guys out. So, but I believe, I'm faster than him. I'm definitely the better boxer, the better technical kickboxer. Do I hit as hard as him? Maybe not. He looks like he packs a solid punch, but I know for a fact, ask my boxing coach, ask anyone that holds pads for me, I hit hard enough to knock people out, believe me. And if he thinks that I don't, then he's in for a rude awakening come fight time. But yeah, his main thing would be his punching power. He's a physical specimen. He's a big, strong guy, by all accounts. A friend of mine told me, Chael was saying that he's incredibly strong. So
Wait, is Chael your friend?
No.
Okay.
Chael told a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Chael likes to send me little private messages on Twitter.
Oh, really?
He does. I won't go into those yet.
Okay.
But I heard he's incredibly strong. So, a guy like that with a strong will who's had a good training camp isn't going to be easy. I think I'm the better wrestler. I think I can take him down, but I don't expect it to be easy. I think if I take him down, he'll get back up pretty well, you know. So it's going to be a tough fight, but I'm excited. I'm in great shape. 3 weeks ago, my resting heart rate was 34 beats per minute. You know, I'm strong. I'm better than I've ever been, and I'm going to win this fight.
When you look at his record and who he has defeated in the past, any of those guys stack up to you in your opinion?
Such as who? I mean, who has he defeated in the past? Alicia Sakara, come on, that guy.
Santiago.
Santiago never won a fight in the UFC. Alicia Sakara gets knocked out quite a lot, no offence to the guy. Chris Lieben, I don't think Chris Lieben landed a punch on me, did he? I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't. I know he went to the hospital afterwards and collapsed. I know that. Who else? Who else has he fought?
As far as in the UFC, I mean, he has wins.
Oh, no, that's right. He got beat off Steve Cantwell. He got TKO'd in the first round.
He also beat him, too.
Yeah, he did beat him, but I think Steve Cantwell won the decision, even though Brian Stann got it. But yeah, Steve Cantwell knocked him out in the first round. That's right, yeah.
So you're saying no? No one stacks up to you? That he's defeated?
Listen, we're all UFC fighters. We're all caliber, of that caliber. He's going to be tough. I'm not expecting it to be easy. I'm probably going to get punched in the face. I'm probably going to have a few marks on me here and there. Do I believe I'm going to win? Of course I believe I'm going to win. Otherwise I won't step in there. All I know is that Saturday night, all those live and everyone watching on pay-per-view are in for the fight of their lives because he wants it, I want it. You got two guys in the peak of their career, in their prime, physical specimens who want it badly, you know, and we're both exciting fighters, so this is going to be a hell of a war Saturday night.
Is it true you're picking Vitor Belfort over John Jones?
Well, listen, I've just got a feeling he's going to pull off the upset. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way to John Jones. I think John Jones is an incredible champion, and on paper Jones wins, you know, but when you're the underdog and you have nothing to lose like that, and he truly has nothing to lose, he's expected to lose, and if he loses, so what? He stepped up a weight class to fight the champion. I think that makes him dangerous. He has the tools, he has the knockout power, he has the speed. Who knows, you know? I mean, for John Jones, I would say, rather than using his reach, he should try and take Vitor down, you know, and use his elbows and use his ground and pound. But if Vitor lands that left hand, it's good night for anybody if Vitor lands that left hand.
Look at Mike. He gets on Fuel TV and all of a sudden he starts analyzing the fights. He's like, okay, let's finish on this, Mike. Obviously, we've got the main event. You just touched on it. Co-main event. These two guys. I think you're a very smart man, and I think you don't actually have a beef with Joseph Benavidez. You actually are trying to elevate him. You're a company guy, and by doing this, you have shown the spotlight on the guy, and now a lot more people are interested in this fight. Accurate?
Yeah. No one even knows who this guy is. I didn't know who he was. He came up to me yesterday. I said, "Hey, Mike, how you doing?" And I shook his hand and I ruffled his head like that. I thought it was like a 12-year-old kid. I thought it was a fan. I said, "Hey, what's up? How you doing, buddy?" And then I walked off, and everyone's like, "That was Joseph Benavidez." I was like, "No way." I have no beef. You know, him and Uriah were joking around saying that they hit harder than me, and the UFC retweeted it. You know, the UFC retweeted it to 800,000 followers that he hits harder than me. I have to retort. I have to say something back. I can't take that. You know, and Twitter's a fabulous thing, you know, because you know, you type something, but they don't, you know, you can't, unless you put a smiley face or whatever, you can't tell you're joking.
Perhaps issue that I had with your tweets.
But I'm not in the habit of putting smiley faces on the end of my text, you know. Maybe when I was at school, or, you know, maybe if it was a bit like that, I would do. You know, I know you do that. But you and Chris, when you do your text messages, always a smiley face and a love heart at the end of it. Right. Love you.
You're privy to those.
I am, yeah, God bless. But yeah.
Back to Joseph.
Yeah, back to Joseph. Listen, it's going to be a great fight, you know. I mean, look at this. You got a light heavyweight title fight. You got Joseph Benavidez and Mighty Mouse for the 125 title. You got a hell of a fight with me and Brian Stann. In my opinion, this is one of the best pay-per-views that the UFC's done recently. All those people watching it are going to get the money's worth. The people live on the night, they're in for the best night of their lives. You got 3 amazing fights, an amazing undercard. UFC 152 for me is one of the best cards in history.
There you have it. Company man Michael Bisping selling UFC 152. Thank you for the time, Mike. Glad we cleared it all up, and good luck on Saturday night.
Nothing but love, Ariel.